Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome to MDLR Fishing. Today we're on Galveston Island at the very east end doing some black drum fishing. Setup that we're going to use today is an 11-foot long rod. This is a two-piece right here, very stout, heavy-duty stuff. We've got a 10,000 series spinning reel. We've got 65 or 70 pound braid on there, and we're going to be using a homemade leader that we make, and it's around 300 pounds. And it's not because we're going to catch a 300-pound fish. That's the question that we always get whenever we tell people how big our leaders are. 300-pound test is very thick. It's pretty hefty stuff, and it'll allow you to grab your leader line and hoist your fish up onto the rocks. You don't want to be messing around on this slippery stuff down there. We're going to finish getting set up with a, what size are our hooks? 7/0? 7? Yes, I think it's a 7/0 sized circle hook and a 6-ounce spider weight. So let's finish getting rigged up, and we'll get baited and cast out there. Like going through this swimmer right there, and then out through this little second compartment, go right through the shell. That allows us to use these smaller size circle hooks. And with that, we're ready to go. Let's get over here and cast out, and we start the great waiting game. All right, decent first cast, probably about 50 yards away. Just let it hit the bottom, very deep right through here. There we are, hit the bottom. Hurry up, get over here to the rod holder. There we are, just like that. All right, I'm just gonna wait a little bit longer, y'all. It's the name of the game whenever you're fishing for the bigs, black drum, bull reds. There's just a whole lot of waiting. But during the peak time of the run, oh man, it's like you can't get your rod to stay long enough to wait. It's like within the first minute, seems like they're taking out your crab immediately. You catch them left and right. Just a little bit longer, and then we'll be in peak season. The Disney Magic. Big old huge cruise ship. Actually, that's the smallest one in their fleet. Myself and my wife and our friend recently took a trip on that. What was it, last March? Almost a year ago. Boy, talk about a really nice cruise. Good memories on that boat. Are you sure? I don't know.
You know how they come up with circuit. You want me to get a second angle for you?
Yeah, I think it is one. Yeah, baby. Woo!
Dude, that's a freaking...
That is a beast. He's a beast. over here. Boy, this guy, he's massive. I really don't want to. Yeah, by the grip only and rip his lip. Oh my gosh, that's big. No. There we go. That out of here. There you go. You got it. Hold on, buddy. Yeah, he is.
I mean, that is a bruise right there.
Yeah, he's a bruiser. Definitely a bruiser of a black drum. That's what you like to see. Swimming off. He's got to get past the rocks really quick. There he goes. Oh man, got lucky. First fish of the black drum run. Feels good. Oh man, I felt the rocks, but I mean I was torquing him no matter what. Even though I felt them, I reeled down and just torqued him, and I felt him hit and then come over the rocks. Because the last time, whenever I felt the rocks, I would let loose on him.
I kind of want to let him, I might loosen my drag and let him go out a little bit. So I have more like length to
bring him up. Yeah, maybe.
Just trying to muscle him up, you reel in all the line that you let out and you're at those rocks already.
Yeah, possibly. And there it is. That's why we go through that joint, because it's one of the strongest portions of the crab, and it proves with that just being left on the hook. I'm telling you guys, my hands are shaking the adrenaline. It's been a long time since I've caught a big fish. I'm telling you what, when the seasons start to change and it's time to start chasing these big guys with these huge setups, oh, so exciting. All right, here we go. Let's get back into our box of tricks. Get us another crab. We only got 4 of them because we didn't know how active it was going to be, and I think we bought just the right amount. Anything? Okay. Crack these claws open so that all the meat inside there can kind of permeate through the water, put out more scent. Let's get this guy ready as well. That's just an extra bait to have inside the bucket ready to go. Here we go. That guy right there. So taking a look at the current conditions, I think we've been at it for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that, and the tide is still dropping. I mean, I was looking at the water at how fast it was gushing out of the channel, and it still shows that our tide is still outgoing and continuously dropping. While we're waiting for a fish to bite, let's do something that I hardly ever do, and being that this is the first trip of the season, we'll quickly talk about some of the gear that we use. We get quite a few questions on the rod holder itself. So here's a good look at it. It's made out of rebar and some metal. It's holding, I think that's a 1.5 inch PVC pipe, and you can just insert that inside there. So as far as the length goes, you can make that as long as you want it. And the rebar, well, it's easy to set in the sand. It's easy to put inside these rocks, and does a pretty good job. They're really heavy. That's the only thing that I dislike about it, but in it being heavy, it makes it very durable. So that's one of the things that we bring out with us. We have 3 of them. Usually we're only going to bring 2 of them out with us. And let's step over here. We got a second setup right here that if that current was a little bit slower than what it is right now, we could go with the smaller setup right here. Still something that we use only at the rocks. It's a 4000 series spinning reel and a 9-foot long rod. Very heavy duty, but you can cast plastics out here and try to go after reds and some speckled trout. So that's the second setup that I bring out with me usually. And then sling pack. This is a must. It's got everything that we're gonna need. So we carry our sunglasses, and then I've got scissors, I've got some forceps, my just a few extras that we normally bring out to kind of help get the job done, especially if you got to retie an FG knot out here. Inside this little middle pouch, we've got some shock leader, 40-pound test right there. And then I got another one, I want to say it's maybe 30-pound. It's a little bit lighter for the smaller setup. Inside this pouch, the bigger one, this is where we carry this right here. And then we've got, well, that's batteries. Y'all probably won't carry anything like that, but we got some lures for the small setup. And then in the event that we can't get live bait, well, we go with the fish bites. Crab and shrimp are the ones that we use. And inside our big tackle tray, we're gonna carry some 6-ounce spider weights right here, and then we've got some 4-ouncers right up there, little bait needles, and then we've got all of our pre-made leaders right there, the 300-pounders with the 7/0 circle hooks. So that's what we're bringing out here with us. And the sling pack, like I said, that's an absolute must. It's going to help you bring everything in one shot. They're pretty mobile too. You're not making multiple trips. Over here we got our little igloo bait bucket, cutting board for cutting through the crab, little hammer / pliers to get the circle hooks out if they're embedded too deep, fillet knife to cut through that crab, and then the hammer to whack through it the way y'all saw me do earlier. Right here is our little venting tool. It's a little spike to kind of brain the fish if you're going to keep anything, and then our crab with a little Yeti ice pack inside there. And then this is an absolute must right here, the boga grip. We've had this thing for years and it still works. Yeah, that's a quick brief overview of the gear that we bring out here with us. Look. Yes. All right, y'all, we got a buzzer beater. We're about to pack up and head out. All right, he's on. That's gonna do it for mine, everyone. I hope y'all enjoyed the content that we were able to bring today. First time back on the rocks, and it didn't disappoint for me, at least. My son was still trying to get on his, so yeah, not bad. We'll be coming back out a lot more to not only this spot right here, but the Surfside jetties in Freeport. We'll hit that area up and see what's going on for the Black Drum Run over there. I hope you enjoyed this one. Until next time, tight lines, y'all.